January 4th. Reset distractions. Distractions are not accidental. They are designed. They are engineered by teams whose only goal is to capture and hold your attention for as long as possible. Every notification, every auto-playing video, every infinite scroll, every feature designed to pull you back in, none of it is by chance. Your attention is constantly being pulled, not because it is valuable to you, because it is valuable to others. It is the product being sold. It is the currency being traded. It is what platforms monetize and what advertisers pay for. Your focus has been turned into a commodity and you are giving it away for free. Every distraction you allow is a transfer of power. Every interruption you accept is a decision made for you instead of by you. Every time you stop what you are doing to check something that does not matter, you are choosing reaction over intention. Discipline requires defense. It requires the active protection of what matters most. Your time, your focus, your capacity to do deep work without interruption. Without defense, discipline cannot survive. It gets fragmented, scattered, dissolved by 1,000 small distractions that seem harmless individually but are devastating collectively. You cannot focus if everything has access to you. If every app can send a notification. If every person can reach you instantly. If every thought that crosses your mind becomes a reason to stop what you are doing and shift to something else. Set boundaries, time boundaries. Decide when you are available and when you are not. Decide when you check messages and when you ignore them. Decide when your attention is open for business and when it is closed for protection. Digital boundaries. Turn off what does not serve you. Mute what interrupts without contributing. Delete what you open out of habit instead of necessity. Remove apps that take more than they give. Unsubscribe from emails you never read. Leave group chats that consist entirely of noise. Mental boundaries. Train yourself to notice when your mind wanders toward distraction. When you reach for your phone without reason. When you open a tab you did not intend to open. When you stop working on what matters to check something that does not. Notice it, and stop. Not everything deserves a response. Not everything deserves your energy. Most of what reaches you is irrelevant. Most messages can wait. Most notifications are not urgent. Most information does not require your immediate awareness. But if you treat everything as equally important, nothing becomes important. The belief that you must respond immediately is a lie. It is a lie that benefits everyone except you. It keeps you reactive. It keeps you available. It keeps you operating on other people's schedules instead of your own. Focus is not about force. It is not about trying harder or concentrating more intensely. It is about removal. It is about eliminating what competes for your attention so that what remains gets all of it. Remove the unnecessary, the endless scrolling that gives you nothing but wastes your time. The background noise that fills silence without adding value. The tabs you keep open just in case. The apps you check reflexively. The content you consume out of boredom instead of intention. Every distraction you remove creates space for focus. Every interruption you block creates continuity. Every boundary you set creates capacity for the work that actually matters. What remains is clarity. When the noise is gone, you see what deserves your attention. When the distractions are eliminated, you see how much time you actually have. When the interruptions stop, you see what you are capable of producing. Most people do not lack time. They lack uninterrupted time. They lack the ability to work on one thing for an extended period without being pulled away. They lack the discipline to defend their focus from the constant assault of distractions disguised as necessities. Discipline grows when attention stays where it belongs, when you decide what gets your focus and what does not, when you protect your capacity to think deeply instead of constantly skimming the surface, when you choose intention over reaction. This is not about disconnecting from the world. It is about disconnecting from what weakens you. It is about refusing to let your attention be controlled by systems designed to exploit it. It is about reclaiming the resource that determines whether you build something meaningful or just stay busy. Your phone is not the problem. Your lack of boundaries around it is. Social media is not the problem. Your inability to use it intentionally is. Distractions are not the problem. Your failure to defend against them is. Reset your relationship with distraction, not by fighting it every moment, by removing access to it, by making focus the default instead of something you have to fight for, by designing your environment so that distraction requires effort and focus requires none. Built in silence.